Good evening, everyone. Today we're going to do a little something different. The splash screen is actually relevant today because we're going to take a little boat ride. Today's stream will be a little bit different from my normal Morrowind content. No murder runs, no Daedric bodyguards, no infinitely spawning cliff racers, and not really any exciting action or fights today. We're just going to take a nice relaxing boat ride around the island because I'm a little tired tonight, but I still wanted to bring some quality content. And in my streams, in my Morrowind streams, we don't really take a lot of time just focusing on how epic and beautiful the land of Morrowind truly is. So that's what we're going to do tonight. We're just going to enjoy the scenery. Let's get right into it. I'm also not running the face cam tonight because I'm so tired. But that'll probably be back tomorrow. I know this is a boat, but this boat isn't part of the system, so let's just get right into our character. And he'll be a Nord teenager today. Let's pick one face that's not too girly, because some of these boy faces are kind of girly. And then we'll walk down to Evenheart to pick up our first leg of the boat journey. I thought I saw something I like. He looks ready for adventure. Let's go with this kid. And we're sailing, so we will be a scout, maybe? Or pilgrim? Let's go scout. And let's see. Which one is most relevant to what we're doing? Not that it matters. The steed, we are going for a ride after all. I mean, we're going on boats, not horses, but we could do that.
Your papers, please.
We will pick up the utility ring, just because it has Night Eye on it.
What's this about?
And the Night Eye will be useful when it gets dark in the game. So it'll help us see the scenery a little bit better at nighttime in the game. So we'll take everything. And we're pretty much not going to use any of that stuff today. I'm also going to set the boats to the fastest speed available, which is still pretty slow. Just so we can see more of the island before I get too tired to keep stream running. I'm not going to talk too much tonight, but if anyone says anything in chat, I'll be more than happy to have a discussion. We're not going to worry about getting an armor tonight because we won't need it. Instead, okay, we're gonna, what's this boat here? Is this part of the boat network that I added today? Looks like this is just its neutral dock. Okay. Let's head to Ebenheart to pick up the first ring of our journey. The first section of our journey. We're not going to take the wolf today. We don't need him. He doesn't work right with the boat anyway, so let's just go to Ebenheart. The boat is much slower than my run speed with the ring, even at top speeds, but it'll make for a nice scenic view, I think. A nice scenic journey. I think we're going to go up the west and then around to the east. And then maybe if there's time, I think the mod actually goes to a few of the Tamriel rebuilt cities. So we might even be able to check out some of the mainland coast as well. I came up at the wrong end of town here. Let's just head up to the docks.
Good day to you.
There is a ship from Vivek as well, but the Vivek ship does not have the travel options. I think they set up that one to be the Tamriel rebuilt one, so I do see the guy who will take us to the Isle of Stirk and Cyrodiil, and up there's the guy who will take us to
any time now.
Western Skyrim province, but they don't have the boat
quickly,
mod.
Outlander, or go away.
First, let's set our options. We're going to just set this up as high as it will go, and then we'll actually get on us. We're actually going to pick a destination and start sailing. Alright, we're at the max. So now let's go. Oh, this boat only goes to Scenic. And the Scenic boat is a little bugged, so I don't want to go there. Alright. Looks like we are going to check out the Vivek boat.
Go ahead.
Come on, guard. I need to get off this boat. Well, I can't believe that worked.
I'm a busy guy, so if you could hurry this up.
Let's see. So to get to Vivek from Ebenheart, I think is this way out. But I could be wrong about that. Yeah, I think we're going the right way. Basically, we need to find a boat that lets me pick up the trail. Oh, we're at the back end of Vivek. We want to be around on the other side. Hey, we're going to earn this relaxing boat ride. Because it looks like we got to run around all over nowhere and everywhere to just get to the boat. So glad I decided to pick up the utility ring, even though we don't technically need it once we're on the boat. Because we'd be running around for 20 minutes looking for a boat if I didn't have the ring. And once we're on the boat, I'm not going to talk too much, but I will point out some cool landmarks. All right, to hit up the Vivek boat, we're gonna, let's see what part of Vivek is this. We're in the Halalo quarter. So let's actually hit up the gondola network. To get back to the dock for Vivek. At least we'll be on a boat.
Quickly, Outlander. I haven't much time.
So the gondola, we're gonna set that speed to max as well. Four and quarter, that's where we want to go. Oh, cool. The Vivek gondolier is actually taking an even heart with this boat thing on. So this is what we look like riding the gondola. And we just bugged it. We just bugged the thing, so just by switching the views. So let me come back up and try that again. Let's try that again. Why is the gondola dropping me? Clearly the gondolier script is broken. So for four and quarter, we want to be up at the northern end of the city. So let's exit the water over here and try this. Maybe the gondola ones are broken. Let's try with an actual boat. Sorry it's taking me so long to get to the boat. I guess I hadn't really fully memorized the details of where everything was. Sorry about that. But once we get to the boat, that's what we're doing for the rest of the stream. This is already more running than I planned for today. And if the boat is broken too, there's one more thing we can try. Alright. The boatmaster for Vivek should... There's the silt strider. So yeah, the dock is down here. It doesn't look like he has any options. So we're going to head over to Andothran and see if we can pick up a scenic route that way. Now, Tamriel Rebuilt, they did include preview lands on the travel network, so you can see the unfinished cities. And they're basically ghost towns where the only person in them is the travel person. It's kind of silly and immersion breaking, but it gets you around.
Any time now.
Okay, he doesn't have any options right now either, so... He only has Let's find a place where I can hit a boat. How's that sound? This is totally not how I intended stream to go. We're almost 20 minutes in, and we haven't started our scenic boat ride yet. Edda the Spear? That's a nice name. No scenic travel. Back to normal. Castle Ebenhart. I'm still getting used to the fact that there's 2 Ebenharts when you add TR. Varnfell I call Castle Ebenhart. And the mainland is Old Ebenhart. Let's try this again.
My time is precious, so make it quick.
Make it quick.
And Satanine is broken, so... We're just going to keep randomly picking places till we find a place where the ships actually work. How's that sound? And now I'm lagging a bit as well.
Speak quickly, Outlander, or go away.
Ah, they have scenic travel. Alright, looks like we're going to start from the mainland, it looks like. So let's go up to Helnum, I guess. Okay, the boats are working. I don't know why the gondolas were not. Okay, I'm not sure what area of TR we're in right now. We're in the Antherin. But we're well beyond the river. I really want to start on the west and then go around the east, but it looks like we'll be starting on the east. We're finally on the functional boat, which is a good thing. Over there, I can see a Telvanni tower in the distance. What looks like some ruins. Over here, you can see some of the scenery, some Dwemer ruins back there. Lots of lag. There's a Daedric ruin right here on the edge of the land. Over there's a Daedric ruin. And over here in the distance, you can see a Dwemer ruin. I'm not 100%. Oh, I'm not 100% sure this region. I don't know this region that well. But our guide is very good at navigating between the rocks. Look to the east, Scout. Up there you can see the Amar Fortress, northernmost bastion of Great House Indoril. There it is, Amar. Indoril settlements are pretty. I really like the Indoril architecture. I'll tell you what, before the next time I decide to do a scenic boat ride, I'll actually study the travel network and know what goes where so we can get right into it instead of wasting 20 minutes trying to find the boat. Alright, we're looking backwards for some reason. Thanks that bit of lag we had. Okay, that's is that a Redrun building up there? Well, we're on the east side of the map. We're well outside of Redrun territory. Maybe it's just, maybe that might be a Velothi building, actually. I'm not sure. It's too far away to see detail. I'm hoping we can get to the east side of Vardenfell, because there's a nice site over there I want to show you. Meanwhile, enjoy this pretty scenery. And now it's raining. Oh, nice little relaxing rain. Let the rain come down, down. Yeah, sometimes the shipmaster will randomly talk to you. And thanks to the lag issues in my game, we have a 6.4% frame rate drop. I'm okay with that. There's not much action going on today. And up there's a lighthouse. And over there you can see an Imperial castle structure. I think that might actually be our destination, Helnum. Helnum is one of the 3 big Imperial cities that have been completed in Tamriel or built. The others are Firewatch and Old Ebenheart. But yeah, this is Helnum. I've never actually properly explored Helnum. It's one of very few cities in TR that I haven't actually given proper attention to. Alright, let's pick up our next destination.
What do you want?
Scenic travel. Sadrith Mora or Amar? Well, we passed Amar on the way here, so let's actually head up to Sadrith Mora. Because actually there's... Yeah. That had me worried for a moment, but it looks like the boats are working properly, even though the gondolas were not. There's also a Siltstrider mod that gives you rideable Siltstriders, but I haven't tested that one yet either. It pretty much does the same thing. There's a nice Dwemer ruin up there. Kemelz, also known as the Cliff City, lies on the mainland side of the Vardenfell Rift and can be reached overland from the Morag village. Morag, I think... Oh man, I can't remember if Morag is Indoril or Telvanni. But Indoril and Telvanni border each other. I wonder if it's possible to sail to Necrom, actually. Alright, we're in the Azores Coast region. Looks like we're actually pretty close to there already. You can see a Daedric ruin there in the distance. Daedric ruin right there. And there's so many Daedric and Dwemer ruins that I haven't memorized the names of them all, so I can't tell you which one. And just over the hill, you can see a Telvanni tower and an Imperial fortress over there. So I think we are, in fact, approaching Sadrith Mora. And that castle in the distance, I gotta tell you about that castle as probably on the next leg of the journey as we pass it. I don't know if the boat actually... This is Sadrith Mora here, so I don't think the boat actually goes up past it for this part of the journey. Yep, you can see a better view of the castle right there. And that castle is another mod. That's the Sadrith Mora Academy of Witchcraft, which is basically a Harry Potter parody. Nice weather for Argonians. Shame I'm not one. Well, that was a cool message. Sometimes the shipmasters have witty comments. Alright. Let's see where this guy goes.
Speak, traveler.
Scenic travel. He's got places. Tobernora. Dagon Fell. Let's head up north. I like that idea. So yeah, the boat's gonna go, looks like, a little closer to the castle than the one before. So yeah, on a future stream, I'm actually gonna play Sadrithmore Academy of Witchcraft. We're gonna go in, take a look, explore it properly. And actually, if you use the Children of Morrowind add-on, Playable Children, you can actually enroll in the school and join a house. Wow, there was a lot of niche right there. Alright, so now we're heading up north, I think. Oh, is that what I think it is up there? Looks like another little Telvanni tower there. Not sure which one that is. And up there. I think that's Firewatch. Firewatch, Old Evenheart, and Helnum are the three big Imperial cities in Tamriel Rebuilt. Firewatch is actually the first city I ever explored in Tamriel Rebuilt. It's got a nice castle. The castle's like a maze, but it's nothing compared with Old Evenheart and Old Evenheart's castle and city. Under the bright sun, may we forever enjoy the view, Outlander. That's actually a nice greeting. Dunmer aren't usually nice to Outlanders. They usually only have insults for non-Dunmer. That's cool. I'll take courtesy where I can get it in this game because it's surprisingly non-existent. And over there in the distance, you can just make out Ghost Fence on the slopes of Red Mountain. No boat goes to Red Mountain. It's landlocked. You won't be seeing that today. But if you check out my channel, I have a previous adventure where I run around and get lost in Red Mountain. So there's another Dwemer ruin over there. Two, actually, right next to each other. Unless that's one big Dwemer city. Maybe. And it's raining again. So, we're pretty much on the edge of civilization right now. Not much to see up here. I'm not going to read that one because that's the same message that I got earlier about Argonians liking rainy weather. Which makes sense. They come from a swamp. We should do a stream one day where I make an Argonian and I just swim around the islands all night. Ooh. Wow, that cliff racer was scary close. You saw my previous stream. You know how dangerous cliff racers can be. If you get enough of them together, they can bring upon the apocalypse. Spoiler alert for a previous stream. Go check out my past videos. Alright, so this leg of the journey is done. We're in the village of Dagenfell.
Don't press your luck. You're on your honor.
A little Nord-influenced village at the very north end of civilization. That's where we are. Let's see where this traveler goes. Cool, Tilmore. Cool, that'll take us down the west side. So yeah, now we're going to go down the west side of these islands. We're moving through a region called Shigarad, named after the Daedric Lord of Chaos, Shigarath. A lot of the Daedric Lords have regions named after them in the Morrowind province. There's Azura's Coast, and then over on the mainland a few have them. There's the Nephalon Vale, Lothian Mountains. There's Molagamore. Dagon Fell might even be a reference to Maruna's Dagon. Not sure if there's one for Malakath, though. Malakath being the Daedric Lord who created the orcs. Still not much to see up here in the north, but when we come around to Cool, we'll be able to start seeing the sights on the west side. The west side of Tamriel built is not complete yet. Alright, I'm up to 9.1% drop frames. I'm showing red right now. Yeah, I'm dropping a lot of frames. I'm not sure what's going on. Well, there's nothing to see up here right now anyway, so it's not that big a deal right now. We're now coming down the northwest side. Is that Solstheim over there? That might be Solstheim in the distance. I wonder if the cool ship goes to Solstheim. Yeah, I'm looking at the stream, and it's very laggy right now. I'm not sure what's going on. I may end stream soon if this keeps up. There's a Daedric ruin in the distance. I think that's our village up there. Cool has the distinction of being a tiny fishing village in Redoran territory, the very northern end of Redoran territory. And it's such a poor village that the only actual Redoran style building they have is the trade house. The rest of the village is just these little peasant shacks.
Hurry, hurry, last boat to Saltstein until the next one.
Why does he sound like Gollum? Oh well, this Khajiit is cool. Fort Frostmoth. We can go check out Solstheim. Let's do this. And alright, my stream just went green again, so it might actually be working now. Yeah. My replay is pretty laggy behind. When the sky is clear like this, you can see Bardal moonlit hovering over Vivek from afar. It is a vision that always reminds me of fate and power, Outlander. Alright, we're coming up on Solstheim, which you can see ahead of us. It's contested land between Skyrim and Morrowind. The Dunmer and the Nords fight over Solstheim. Fort Frostmoth is where the Imperials try to keep a peacekeeping force between the Nords and the Dunmer. I don't really know. I never actually played Blood Moon proper, so I don't know too much about Solstheim and its lore. I just know it's a very cool place. No pun intended. Or was there? Yep, Solstheim is known for being snowy and cold. And up ahead, you can see Bon Malor. The Tamriel rebuilt. Well, it's unfinished and Tamriel rebuilt. There's no people in the city yet. But you can. That's going to be the capital of Redoran territory. Bon Malor is one of my favorite. I hope we don't cross another boat in this fog. Yeah, it did get a little foggy. And there's a boat up there. And next to Bon Malor there, you can see Cormar, a smaller Imperial fort and settlement, watching over Redoran lands. Bon Malor is one of my favorite unfinished Tamriel rebuilt cities. Actually, it's one of my favorite cities in the project as a whole. It just looks so unique. We're going to do a flying stream one day where I'll show you a lot more of the land, because some of the stuff is landlocked and can't be gone to on a boat. Alright, we passed Cormar, so I'm not sure what that fort is. Oh, that fort's our destination. I think we're at Frostmoth. And now, do I want to do one more leg of the journey? Oh, an Argonian shipmaster.
All I ask for is a pair of boots. How hard could it be?
Where does he go? Raven Rock or back to Cool? We'll head back to Cool. We've seen Solstheim. Raven Rock is on the snowier side of Solstheim, beyond this little forest here. I do think Solstheim's a pretty place, even if it is a bit on the wild side. One last look at Bon Malor as we pass away from it. Cormar fading into the distance. No, that was Fort Frostmoth, sorry. Cormar's around here somewhere too. So we've been sailing for about 20 minutes. I'm probably going to end stream pretty soon. I'm tired. And there's nobody in chat giving me stuff to talk about. And we're on the edge of the island where there's not as much cool stuff to see, so. No pun intended, that's the name of the village we're going back to, so. And that time I really didn't intend a pun. And there you can see Bon Malor fading into the distance. Solstheim behind us. There's a Daedric ruin up ahead. Let's see. And let's just see where that cool boatman goes. I'm not going back to Dagenfell. You already saw the nothingness that was up there, so we'll see where this boat traveler will take me. Scenic travel. Oh, he only goes to Frostmoth. So he may not even be the regular.
Hurry, last boat to sunshine. Until the next one.
Yeah. He goes to Dagenfell and Narmak, so I think he might be the regular travel guy.
Make it quick, Outlander.
Or lady, sorry.
Speak, traveler.
He has travel too. Aldvilathi. Well, Aldvilathi is a village that normally has no fast travel. It's so tiny. But it's just a quick ride up, so I'll show you Aldvilathi. Aldvilathi doesn't usually have fast travel. This boatmaster must have been added by the mod. It's cool that they added fast travel. There's a couple quests that go there in vanilla. Right at the edge of the island. I mean, there's a dock there, but no boats in vanilla. Aldvilathi is even tinier than Hlao, Narmak, and Cool. But here we are. This is the little village of Aldvilathi. That's the trade house up there. A couple peasant villages. Now let's head back to Cool and pick up the...
I will listen, Outlander, but make it quick.
Yeah, let's... He's not a traveler. Let's get...
Speak, traveler.
We're gonna go down to Narmak now. To the west, Outlander. Magnus burning the sky. Yeah, Magnus, of course, being the sun god. Let's not stare directly into the sun, shall we? Daedric Ruin, last look at Aldvilathi up there. That's actually... We might get to enjoy a little bit of the sunset. So yeah, from here, you can see another view of the sharp, pointy mountains surrounding Bon Malor. And Frostmoth again in the distance. This is a nice scenic area up here. From Narmak, we may travel some more. Or I may end stream. We'll see how I feel. There are other mods, including a pirate ship that you can... Actually, you can buy a pirate ship and steer it yourself. Unfortunately, that mod does not work with this engine. There's a lot of mods where the scripts break in this engine for some reason. Including 3 of the 4 mods that I made back when I was trying to become a regular modder many years ago. I made 4 little mods, and 3 of them don't work right in this engine. And now we're lagging again. That wasn't Twitch lag. That was game lag, I think. Yeah, this is game lag right now. See, the west side of the map, because it's unfinished, the landscape has not been optimized yet. There's one of the fortresses up there. And over in the distance, you can see... Well, that's the Velothi Mountains separating Morrowind province from Cyrodiil and Skyrim. This far north, I think that would be the Skyrim end of the mountains. And I'm not sure what that village is over there with the boat over there. Because that's unfinished Tamriel rebuilt territory. And I haven't really explored the Redoran lands. I've explored the Hlaalu lands a little bit. But even those, not as much as what's actually been finished, so can't really give you too much detail about what's going on over here. I do know that the Redoran have one village, I think it's called Sluthis, which is actually built inside a mountain. Like, you walk up to the mountain, and there's a hole in the side of the mountain, and you go in, and there's a whole little town inside. It's really pretty. I'll show you sometime. One day when we're doing a Tamriel Rebuilt exploration, maybe. There's a Daedric ruin next to a Dwemer ruin. And we're almost up to Narmak. Yeah. We're almost back to where we started in Satanin. Like I mentioned, the dock at Satanin is bugged. Once you've done character creation, if you go back to the dock, a script grabs you and kills you. Or at least that's been my experience whenever I've tried taking a boat to Satanin. Several of these mods have added boats to several of the travel mods have added boat travel to Satanin, but I've never been
What
able
do
to
you
make it work
want?
right. Scenic travel. He just goes to Alvalathi, so we gotta find. That looks like the regular boat person. I like how the boat mod adds boats in the distance. Like after you
Speak
sail on a
quickly,
boat,
Outlander, or go away.
after you sail on a boat, you'll see the boat that you just came from sailing away and fading into the distance. I like that effect. And I like how when you're sailing, you can see other boats sailing next to you sometimes. Scenic travel, Law Ode. Let's keep going down the coast. Maybe we'll be able to pick up a travel to. Maybe we'll be able to pick up a travel back to the mainland. Maybe not. I mean, it took us 20 minutes to get into it, but we've been on these boats for 28 minutes so far, believe it or not. Depending on where the boat person at Law Ode goes, I'll probably ending stream soon. Either after this leg of the journey or probably one or two more. We'll see. I'm getting tired. And there you can just see the Velothi Mountains in the distance. There's a Dwemer ruin over there. A Daedric ruin over here. There's a... Behind those trees, I can just make out the top of one of the fortress strongholds. Oh, and that's Fort Firemoth over there. A former Imperial Legion base which was overrun by a necromancer and an army of skeletons. Very tough mod to play, unless you have an army of Daedric bodyguards like I do. But hey, we're not going there today. So this is Law Ode. And near here is the little crashed spaceship, where you can pick up the Darth Vader armor if you have the Darth Vader mod. It comes with 15 lightsabers and 3 holocrons as well. The holocrons do nothing. The lightsabers actually pretty good weapons in combat if you run the Darth Vader mod. But I don't have that installed right now.
Speak, traveler.
Travel. Narma. Let's take the boat out to Ebenheart. Actually, we haven't seen Molag Mar yet, and I don't know where that one goes. Let's hit up Molag Mar. And that'll actually take us past Full Circle. But there's really not too far to go. And this will give us a good chunk of the northern side of Tamriel Rebuilt. Alright, so there's a Daedric ruin up there. There's a ship going the way we just came from. The Velothi Mountains in the distance. We're definitely on the Cyrodiil portion, though. There's nothing back there, though. The Cyrodiil and Skyrim Province mods both started in the west. So if you go over those mountains, you'll just get to an endless ocean. You have to fly across the ocean for 5 minutes before you can actually see anything that's been done on the Cyrodiil and Skyrim provinces. Morrowind, though, the Morrowind project, they were nice enough to give us a good chunk of the mainland in preview. Although if you go to the deep south, the exteriors haven't been made yet down there. There's one Hlalu city, Narcissus, which is surrounded by no landscaping whatsoever. It's just a big brown expanse where they haven't done the terrain yet, and a city sitting on top of it. It's kind of a weird looking place, but I like the city. It's a very nice big city. And in the distance, you can see we're coming up on Ebenheart. There, right there. To our immediate north is the village of Scenic, where we started our game. Up there, I think that's Fort Ancillus. I'm not 100% sure. That lighthouse back there. That lighthouse is for the mainland village of Tane, which Tamara Build is trying to set up as their answer to Scenic. Kind of a starting village on the mainland, but it's still in preview area. On the left here, Castle Ebenheart. And you can see the Vivec cantons in the distance. And down here, we're about to pass the mouth of the Antherin. That's Andothrin, I think. I think that's Andothrin. I'm not 100% sure. It's one of the unfinished Hlalu cities in Tamriel built. There's 3 really big Hlalu cities that in the unfinished territories that I've seen. They all look really good. Andothrin, Narcissus. There's also Crag and Mar, which also looks like it's going to be a nice city when they finish it. We're really going to have to do a flyover of all the Tamriel rebuilt lands, including the incomplete cities that have been given exteriors. We're passing by Vivec. There's Bardal, the prison moon. And up here on the right, beyond this ship, there's a cliff racer. Azora is blessing us with such a beautiful night scout, and a beautiful night it is. And on the right, you can see Old Ebenheart. And the Antherin River Delta. The Thyr River Delta. If you take the river straight down, you'll come to a major tribunal trade settlement called Almas Thyr, which is the only Vivec-style canton I've seen in Tamriel built. I'm not sure if there are others or if that really is the only one. And then to the west of the mouth of the river Hlalu, to the east of Old Ebenheart, Indoril lands. One day when I have a couple hours instead of just one, we're going to have to do a stream where I just run around Tamriel Rebuilt from one side to the other. I'll need the super speed utility ring for that, of course. You can see more of the detail of Tamriel Rebuilt running around it with a first-person view. And then flying, you can just see the land as a whole and how it all fits together. Flying, we gotta do a flying stream too. Alright. I've been live for 55 minutes. If Molag Mar doesn't really have anything interesting to go to. Okay, we're passing through Tel Bernora, which is the southernmost. Only a few Dunmer shipmasters dare using these difficult routes. I hope you enjoy the scenery, Scout. So yeah, Tel Bernora is one of the southernmost Telvanni towers in the Vardenfell Islands. There's Tel Bernora, Voss, Tel Voss, Tel Mora, Tel Arun, and Sadrith Mora. And also Tel Fyr, but Tel Fyr isn't a settlement. Tel Fyr is one powerful wizard's home. There's a little hospital there, and lots of Daedric treasure. And the last living dwarf in these parts, too. Never mind a bath after all that sweating under the sun and sky. Yeah. Appropriate message for the actual real-life kind of weather we've been having recently. There's a Dwemer ruin in the distance. And here on the left, you can see the single canton that makes up the temple site, Molag Mar. It's in this wasteland of a region, which is kind of... There's lots of cliff racers around this region, too. Let's just see where this boat goes. Let's see where the shipmaster goes. But I think we're done here. He has Tel Bernora, Vivek, and Hua Ode. You know what? We're going to call it here. But before I end stream, I want to see if there's someone to raid. None of my normals are on tonight. It doesn't look like. Yeah, there's no one to raid tonight, so... We're going to go ahead and call stream here, I think. Have a good night, everyone. And I'll see you soon. Probably going to stream art on Wednesday. I don't know what I'm doing tomorrow. Maybe Kazoo, maybe another game, maybe more Morrowind. Who knows? But I definitely want to stream both tomorrow and Wednesday. Because this weekend, between Thursday and next Tuesday, that's 6 days, I'll only have 2 times available to stream. And one of those is an afternoon time. So because I have an extended period of time where I'll be very limited when I can stream, I definitely want to stream both tomorrow and Wednesday. So we'll see what I want to do. Have a good night, and I'll see you at the next show.